Now, video games are a very serious business. Like the serious professionals we are here at Eurogamer, we always go that extra mile to bring you the real inside stories. When we were offered the chance to take an exclusive look at Stranglehold, John Woo directed Shooting Frenzy, we realised that playing the game probably wasn't enough. We needed guns. Big guns!
Do you suffer from an itchy trigger finger? Burn with desire for double-fisted gunplay? Crave the thrill of exquisitely choreographed carnage? Then Midway might have just the remedy for you. And that's pun intended, because Stranglehold is arguably the logical successor to Remedy's own Max Payne series, ramping up the sensory assault with next-gen technology while orchestrating action sequences with the keen eye of a movie director.
Don't. I'll take that as a yes.
And when the movie director in question is none other than action man John Woo, then you've every right to hope for something spectacular.
I told you not to go in alone. I didn't. Brought my true friends.
Stranglehold is the spiritual sequel to Woo's 1992 movie Hard Boiled, and the game reunites Woo with action hero Chow Yun-fat, who reprises his role as Tequila. Cinematic is an embarrassingly overused term as far as gaming is concerned, but there's no doubt Stranglehold has Woo's pyrotechnic stamp all over it.
He wanted to tell the story about Inspector Tequila. He really wanted to continue that character. And so we went to him and he said, you know what, if we're going to do this, let's do it with Chow. Let's get him involved and let's craft a story about Inspector Tequila. John talks about it all the time. He says, you know what, I want these gamers to be able to create their own John Woo movie.
Anything involving John Woo also means more guns than an East London secondary school. Something Team Eurogamer is developing a deep appreciation for. Pat Garrett was, of course, the man who shot Billy the Kid, which would explain a lot about our Pat.
In the face.
Did you hear that? Shoot her in the face.
Exclusive direct feed footage from the Xbox 360 version reveals action from 3 devastation-packed areas of the game. And Team Eurogamer's Rob Fahey, cruelly left behind in flood-hit Britain while us lot shoot it up in LA, has been wielding the virtual guns instead.
Any game that sets itself up as a sequel to Hard Boiled is setting itself up for a hard time. But Stranglehold looks like actually taking that idea and running with it really well. John Woo's been involved from the outset and it really shows. You just spend your whole time in the game sliding over tables, jumping over banisters, sliding down railings. The whole game is built around the idea of arenas. Every time that you walk into a new area, it's just a new place for you to cause absolute mayhem. You know, dozens of guys running at you, loads of things to blow up, destroy, slide through, jump over, generally make a massive mess, all playing as Chow Yun-fat back when he wasn't a wrinkly oldster. One of the cool things about the game is that you're not really expected to do anything to make things look good. You can run through the levels, dive over things and so on, without having to specifically think about what you're going to do, and it still looks cool. So if you run up to a table, Chow Yun-fat automatically slides over that table, rather than you having to press any buttons or anything like that. He just does it. If you run up to a bar, then he'll slide along the bar. If you run up to an open window and press the dive button, he'll dive through the window in a really cinematic way. You don't need to do anything. It just happens.
Bullet Time and John Woo are a match made in gaming heaven, and the running gun battles take on a different character as Tequila nails multiple bad guys in the game's striking slow-mo sequences.
When you slow time down, people can see details. So you can't just gloss over the details. So when when a wall is exploding in slow motion, it's got to look even better than when it explodes in real time.
And if you think Bullet Time is cool, check out Bullet Cam. In the face, as Pat would probably say. Stranglehold, if you hadn't already guessed, is a gun lover's action game where weapons are treated with the respect and adulation they deserve. Handguns can be dual-wielded for maximum impact. but there are few things in life more satisfying than the cock and body-shaking burst of a shotgun.
People are going to walk away from this title saying, you know what, that's the most realistic gun battle I've ever been involved in. We give you these acrobatics, these sort of crazy off-the-wall things, but they're all done realistically. So when you have a gun battle in a tea house, you look at that tea house afterwards, and it looks like you had a gun battle. Everything is blown up. Everything is coming down off the walls. Balconies are falling down around you. I think being able to raise the bar there and being able to show people that you can make a realistic gun battle with these engines. You don't have to just make it look pretty so people can run through it and just look at how pretty it is. You can just bring everything down around you. And I think that's what we're doing that Max Payne and some of the other games have never done. You can blow up everything from just a small orange on a table to like a huge dragon sign outside of a restaurant. It's a radical game. I mean, it's really going to raise the bar on what you can do with an action game. From the massive destruction to all the great John Woo action. I mean, we've just really created something that I think is going to surprise a lot of people with just how quality it is. It's not just a run and gun. There's just so much more to it.
So, as you can see, our young lady volunteer for the afternoon has had a few good clean shots to her face. Her nose and mouth are completely obliterated, as is the right-hand side of her upper torso. And it's all thanks to years of playing video games.
Stranglehold will be pulling the trigger on PS3, 360 and PC this September.
Stranglehold.